Do you attract damaged people? And the reason I ask that is because if you're on social media and you're the type of person that is sharing very heartwarming, open ended, vulnerable, authentic type posts, you are going to attract people who are feeling pain, feeling hurt, and feeling damage. And they will connect with you. They will start commenting and things like that. And one of the things I've noticed, this video is really for a lot of my colleagues who are struggling with the fact that now that LinkedIn, for example, is becoming more social and more engaging and more personal, there are a lot more people that we're seeing that are becoming more troll-like, who are saying very disparaging remarks or very negative things, or both in comments but as well as in inbox messages. And so I want to share a story to help you understand what's happening. And this one's not going to apply for everything, but it's going to apply for something, which is something that I've learned too over the years. And it's really about watching my in-laws. My in-laws are the kindest, most generous, sweetest. They're philanthropic. They're very charitable. They give their time and energy to people, and they're also very passive, and they don't like conflict. And over the years, they've taken in, as they've taken in strays. They've taken in people who are going through rough patches, even people they don't know very well, maybe a friend of a friend or a friend of a friend of a friend. And they take them in and they offer them shelter, or they offer them money, or they offer them support, or whatever they might do. But over the years, they've done this for at least dozens of people that I know. And sometimes I wonder, like, wow, you're so nice opening your home to these people and opening your hearts and opening really your personal lives and intimacy to these people that are, for the most part, strangers. And many of them are quite grateful. But what's also been interesting is that a vast majority of them eventually it turns sour. They don't appreciate everything that my in-laws had done for them. They lashed out in anger. They got very negative and then wanted nothing to do with them, and then they were gone. And I often wondered why that happened. And what's happening is that when you are very open-hearted, when you are empathetic, you will attract people who need that. And many of them might be pained or damaged or hurt. But the thing is, when you bring those people in and you can help them, support them, it's great. But if they don't resolve those problems or those issues or those emotions that they have, they're still going to be experiencing that pain. They're still going to be expressing that damage. They're still going to be maybe ultimately hurting, because hurt people hurt people. And so that's why that happened. And so some of those people just, weren't able to, appreciate that, and then they lashed out. And the same thing's happening on social media. And so for my friends who are struggling with those disparaging comments of people or those inbox messages, that's what's happening. I mean, if you're someone who's putting yourself out there, you're being warm and open-hearted, and you're trying to help people, some of the people that you're trying to help are not going to respond well. Some of the people that, you put together a great video for, people are going to comment in a negative way. In a disparaging way. Why? Because that troll-like behavior comes from a place of hurt. It comes from a place of pain, and they haven't processed that pain, and so they're projecting that damage, as we call it. So it's going to happen. And what can you do about it? Well, I mean, for the most part, there's not much you can do about it. You can only just say, listen, I stand true to my actions. I apologize if you're feeling bad, or if it's really excessive behavior or extreme behavior, you can just block them or delete them. But it's important for us to know that these people that are going through a lot of pain and who are damaged and connect with us because of people who are open-hearted and whatever you want to call it, they may ultimately project again and decide to hurt again because they haven't processed those emotions. So I hope this helps, because I want to make sure a lot of the people who have struggled with this are understanding that it's happening. The more you put yourself out there, the more you're going to attract these people. So now it may not be a big number, like hundreds of people, but even the 5 or 6 out of the the 100 or 200 that love you, the 5 or 6 who are projecting that way, it's something we have to process and deal with. So I want to put this out there to hopefully help people. If it does help you, it helps me to process it too. I talked to my wife, and my in-laws are great too, and we've had these great discussions. But I hope this helps you as well. All right? And if you have any other experience to share, share below. I'd love to hear it, and maybe we can all understand with one another exactly, how this is going on and how we can best deal with it. All right, thanks so much, and I'll see you guys later. Take care.